Ms Legalista, aka Attorney Sheila here. Can we talk about how Cesar Pina's book is still out there? He's been arrested, but this book is still out there. A little bit. Let me show you what's going on his website first. There you got it. There's his website, CesarPina.com. So I want to look at this book. So when you click on Learn to Flip Keys, get my book, that's what comes up. No results found. However, I'm always going to dig a little bit further because, I really want to see this book. And lo and behold, Amazon still has it available for purchase. There you go. We're going to take a look at who he's got quotes from on this book because, I think that's of interest to people. And then some of what's on the inside, because there is a sample that is available. So, all right, so you've got the cover here. Nice big picture of him. And then you've got the back here. And let me see if I can roll over to bring this up. Let me scroll up because I want us to be able to see the very top of it here. It says, Cesar showed me the easiest way to get things done in the real estate business. He was like the perfect connect for me. And that's from DJ Envy. Part of the conversation that's been going on is whether or not they have been partners. DJ Envy is sort of, trying to pull himself and separate himself from Cesar Pina. Cesar Pina has now been arrested. But people are saying, you guys were kind of in this together. All right, and now you go to the book, and it's like the first quote you have on the back cover is from DJ Envy. Then we have another quote here. With over 1,100 rental units across the country, Cesar is the definition of self-made and has grown from just a few rentals to a real estate empire. Well, if you check out my last video where I went over the Department of Justice press release, then you can see that, they were calling it a Ponzi scheme. How one man changed the course of his destiny and went from being known as a gangster behind bars to the go to flipping houses. For the first time ever, real estate mogul Flipping NJ, Cesar Pina, opens up about how he flipped the script from poverty and prison cells into owning over 1,000 properties in America. And it's always a great story to see people succeed. There are just some questions about how he was doing that. In this revealing story of the struggles and hardships he faced on the road to success, Cesar shares invaluable trade secrets and hard-earned advice from the bottom to the top, taking you behind the doors of a man who transformed his life from dealing drugs to now making multi-million-dollar deals. This no-holds-barred account of his mistakes and how he learned from them is an inspiration to anyone who feels like they've been dealt the no-win cards in life. Cesar's heart behind the hustle will motivate you to make the most out of your challenges and turn those no-win cards into a winning deck. Cesar grew up in Washington Heights, New York in the 90s. The streets were a hot pot of, and you can see there, I always skip over some words because YouTube will just not even share your video. After getting caught up in the illusion that fast money would provide the American dream, Cesar awoke in a nightmare that left him behind bars with a new wife, somebody forgot to catch that, new wife and baby on the way. After a chance meeting that changed the course of his life, Cesar took his street hustle to the corporate world and went after the real dream to make real money the right way. I wonder who this person was that he's talking to. After a chance meeting that changed the course of his life, I wonder what that chance meeting was. It's probably in the book. And let me scroll down here to open up to the sample. Oh, there is this description down here too, but this book is still for sale. And you can see you can get the Kindle version. Why get the Kindle version when you can get a used version for $1.99? And in his book, he actually says something about never pay retail. Okay, so there you go. Buy it used for $1.91. And I could actually buy it and have it tomorrow. But let me open up to this sample here. So there's a sample. You can go to Amazon and look at it yourself. I just want to scroll through to the table of contents so you can have an idea of what is in here. Now, as you can see, you've got several chapters, but the book itself is not very long. It's only 155 pages. That's not very long. And then I was wondering, yeah, who he met. Where is this in here? Where this chance encounter is? Which one of those chapters is that? So I don't know. Maybe my big brother, maybe the dream, maybe valuable lessons. I don't know. We'll see. But you can get the book if you choose to from Amazon. It is still available for sale, even though it looks like it's been removed from his website. Now let's scroll down a little bit more to see if there are any, see if we can find out whether or not there are any stars or anything on this. Okay, so we've got, so technically with all the pages, it's 178 pages. You've got the ranking there, number 80 in Hispanic and Latin biographies, number 219 in buying and selling homes. And then you've got a description there about him, some related products with free delivery. And let's go down to the stars. So customer reviews, 4.3 out of a 5. That's not bad. 68% gave him a 5-star rating, gave the book a 5-star rating. And someone is even posted, you can see the photos here. If you want to go through that, you can see the photos of the book. And then let's scroll down and take a look, and you've got some of here. Proof the Dream is Real, good read. Liked it a lot, read it in one day. Did have grammatical errors and typos, which is why I gave it 4 stars, but very engaging book. Okay book. It's only $17. Interesting life he's read. Inspirational, motivational read. Great book. Get your copy today. So sometimes what I like to do is click on the 5 stars and see what people say. And so you have quite a few people here saying this was a good book. And this was a couple of years ago. And let me go back now and sort of click on the 1 stars. Because usually I like to see the best and the worst of the comments. It says, keeping it real. I bought this book thinking I would get some flipping keys, but it's far from that. There are only 2 to 3 pages that have some basic information about his flipping strategy, where he says he uses the same cabinets, materials, and contracts for most of his properties, which keeps the costs in a familiar range. Okay, so yeah, if you don't know that, then that might be helpful information to you. But yeah, I think people were maybe thinking they were getting more. But I think he says up there, this is really about his story. Yeah. But, you know, it does sort of say something. He's going to be giving information. So I guess that's probably why there's some ones in here. Do not waste your money. As a matter of fact, people should get their money back. This book is about a man's life. See? Yep. And you can sort of see that when you look at the table of contents. Like, it's kind of clear. It's not saying how to put together a budget, you know, how to find the best cabinets. You don't see chapters that are labeled that way. This person says, not what I expected. Thought this book would give more insight into how he started flipping houses. So yeah, not worth buying. There's no real information here about how he got started. Very short book. About a quarter of the pages are blank or title pages. The other pages can be considered large print. If this book was printed at normal size, it would probably be a 50-page book, and hardly mentions any actual business keys to flipping. Yeah, this book had nothing to do with real estate. So yeah, I think a lot of people are sort of saying this is not really a book about, you know, flipping houses, and doesn't really have that kind of detailed information in it. And like I said, if you open it up and look at the table of contents, let's do that again. You don't see anything in there. I mean, you can see memory lane. To me, that means you're going to be talking about things in your past. Young hustler, that means other things that you were doing maybe on the street. My ride or die, his best friend, the big betrayal, somebody turned on him. I mean, so you can see from the titles here that are listed here for the chapters that there's not a whole lot here about flipping houses. So yeah, so for those of you who are interested in the book, especially with everything that's going on, get the used version down here for real cheap. And be prepared to know that it's not really about flipping houses, and that if you're interested in something, I guess, that's inspirational, motivational, or how someone changed their life, if you really think that that's the life that you want to have, yeah, then this might be a book for you to look at. So that's sort of a lot there. But there you have it. Like I said, he's been arrested. The book is still for sale. You can still go buy it. You can't get it from his website, but you can get it from Amazon. All right, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Peace.